Nope, we are live.
How do you know we're live?
Because I'm on the stage chat and everyone can hear me.
Okay.
So we are live. Awesome. So as you may have noticed, we do not have two lecturers here. We only have the one lecturer here. Steve, can you say hi for us?
Hi, everybody. I'm here. Yes, I'm going to wave my hands in the screen.
Wonderful. Yes, Eugin was meant to be joining us, but as with all these things, technical difficulties have got in the way of that. So instead of Eugin, we have subbed in Director Joe, who's going to go head-to-head with Steve in a design brief challenge. We've got about 20 minutes now, so we're a little bit short on time. It took us a little bit longer to set up than we were anticipating. But Pav's here is with me. Can you say hello, Pav?
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm here.
And we are going to be emceeing and just generally irritating Steve and Joe to try and distract them from whatever it is they're doing. So
no change there then, Toby?
No change there. So the brief is very open. The brief is as follows. Create a device for students to survive the end of the world as we know it. There is one key constraint. The constraint is that it must be adaptable size-wise. So you've got 20 minutes now to do a little bit of a brainstorm, a little bit of an ideation, and come up with something that fits that brief. But be warned, we are going to be putting a poll out halfway through for everyone watching, and they will get to decide on a twist. We have the twists ready, but it's their choice. So don't book yourself into a corner, because that could get messy. The stage is yours.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, Joe?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I think students are reliant for sustaining on beans, so I think some sort of Heinz baked bean storage device might be useful.
Okay.
I'm going to try and show my ideation as I go. I haven't got quite as fancy setup as Steve, but I shall try and show my paper a couple of times.
Do you think, Joe, you have an advantage over Steve because you are still a student?
Most definitely, I think you do. Yeah.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Oh, we can see Steve starting off with a mind map here. It's probably the best way to go.
Mind map is usually my way of thinking, which is worrying.
Oh, we've already got a hashtag Team Steve going on in the chat.
Hashtag Team Steve.
Yeah, I brought them along specially just to support me.
Oh, have you? Is that you're doing?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see how it is. I will keep an eye on the chat. If audio drops at all, or if any technical issues for anyone watching, then drop it in the chat and we'll try and fix it again. Everything's being fixed this evening. Juliet, this is more intense than contextual. Is Marjan in the event? I'd love it if she was. Let's see if I can find. Not by the looks of things.
What was that, Joe? Was that a mind map?
Some very initial research.
Okay, research. Okay.
Well,
research.
You can call it that.
You got to make sure you cite it and reference it correctly. So.
Oh, hello. Steve's cracking out the markers.
Yeah, no, we gotta be serious about this, really, haven't we?
I haven't got any of those.
Was that a deliberate orange choice?
No, it's the pen. This is exactly what I say. Do not do. Just rake around in your pencil case and find the only pen that you've got. Right, there we go. No, it's not actually. I do have some other colours, but it's kind of appropriate, isn't it?
Toby, would you mind creating the poll?
Not a problem. I can create the poll.
That's great. I can't.
Oh, can you not?
No, I cannot.
That is unfortunate. I will do it. So, Pav, do you want to explain what we're doing here?
Out loud? Yeah, we'll do it out loud. Okay, so as Toby said earlier, we're going to get everybody to vote on the twist for Steve and Joe here. They can hear us right now, so yeah. But we're going to reveal them now, and then once Toby's created the poll, you can vote, and that will take effect in about 5 minutes, I think. So here we go. Your 3 possible choices for constraints are: make it inconspicuous, make it deconstructible, and make it work without electricity. So none of those 3 have. We haven't obviously picked one of those 3 yet, but I think the poll should be up soon.
The poll is.
Oh, the poll's up. Here we go. So if everybody just goes and votes in the poll, we can pick on the constraint basically. It seems like Steve's made some pretty good progress. So this might, depending on which one is chosen, this might, have to change things for Steve and Joe.
So the poll can be found. Right next to where it says chat on the right hand side. If you just pop into polls, you'll see it there. The task, just to reiterate for anyone that joined late, is to create a device for students to survive the end of the world as we know it. And I've just put a poll up where the audience, which is you lovely people, can decide on the constraints that Joe and Steve have to work with. If people are, votes coming in. We'll give it another minute.
It's currently looking like an early lead for electricity, but we'll see.
It is.
I'm quite interested in Steve's because I noticed on his mind map that he'd found a cross between food and fast food. Obviously, food is what you want when you're trying to survive the end of the world, and fast food, students love fast food. So to me, it's looking like he's making a pizza box, an adaptable pizza box. It's looking like. Remember, guys, to make it adaptable. That is the main constraint.
Pav, how many pizzas do you know that are fixed?
So, how many what, sorry?
Yeah, the pizzas are always adaptable.
Oh, right, okay. That's very true, actually. It's quite interesting. Joe, can you show what you're doing so far to the camera?
Yeah, I haven't got too much here. I don't know whether you can. I've just got some really initial stuff.
You've made some shelves, Joe.
It's I'm looking at a bean storage solution.
Okay, a bean storage solution.
Store your beans. Everybody loves beans.
Where else would you store your beans?
To me, it's looking like a backpack. You'd carry your beans around with you.
So I'm going to go back to the polls. It's looking like your constraint, your constraint that you've got to work with, Joe and Steve, is you've got to make it work without electricity. Who knows what's going to happen at the end of the world? We might not have electricity. Pav, how would you approach this? What would you be doing? What would you be thinking about?
Well, at the moment, I'm just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
So, I honestly don't know. I would say something to do with food. I like my food. I think everyone likes their food. It would be a way of trying to. Obviously, students love their snack foods. Maybe some way to kind of adapt a pot noodle or ramen so that it works, in any climate. You don't need the boiling water. That might be something. I don't know how, but it might be something to look into. 3D printable pot noodle.
3D printable pot noodle.
Yeah.
Dan in the chat, Daniel saying, surprised no one's gone for Wi-Fi. Well, how would Wi-Fi work without electricity? Riddle me this. Question. Riddle me this, boy.
Unless it's hand cranked electricity.
Hand cranked Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So we're looking, boys. You've got about 10 minutes left.
I think Steve's done a good job of trying to work in this. I could see a hand crank there. So, yeah. I do agree with Sam. The market is extremely satisfying. Yeah.
Marjan's here now. Marjan, I'm not sure if you caught the comment earlier, but apparently this is more intense than contextual. Was one of the comments earlier.
Yeah.
Is it? Apparently so. Apparently so, Marjan. Joe, what's it? Joe's gone for a pencil case.
This is going to be my bean satchel, and this is in its folded state. So we're going to get on to the size adaptability part next.
Steve, I don't know if this is relevant, but I've got my piece of pizza here.
Hang on a second. How come you get pizza?
I can conjure pizza out of thin air, so that's what it's all about.
I'll tell you what, you are wasted as a brand manager. The case.
Would you like some pizza, Toby?
If the pizza gods deign it so, then maybe.
I'm having a whale of a time here.
Ah, the pizza gods. The pizza gods have deigned it so. Oh, look at that. Absolutely cracking. What a bunch of legends. All is well with the universe. So, I think me and Pav, we're going to do a shameless bit of self-promotion here.
We are.
Because for the first time that we're aware of, anyway, Made in Brunel this year are going to be setting up a podcast. And the podcast that we're going to run is going to be myself and Pav. Not too dissimilar to the nonsense that we're currently chatting. However, we don't have the talent of either Steve nor Joe to save us. So, if you find our ramblings fun, if it's something that you'd like to hear of, I've got a couple of ideas planned already. And that's something that we'll be setting up just before Christmas. We'll get the first episode out before Christmas, and then we'll continue that into the new year. And that will be on Spotify.
It'll be on all the places. Spotify,
all the places.
Apple
Spotify,
Podcasts.
website as well.
Yeah.
Our web managers, Danny and Noah, are going to set that up on the website. So, yeah, that's next on the horizon.
It should be good. If everybody likes pizza talk, we could make it a regular thing on the podcast. If everybody likes pizza talk, so I like free pizza. So. Joe, have you got an update for us?
Maybe in a minute or two.
Okay. I'm intrigued now. You might pull something out of the bag at the last minute. How long have we got left, Toby?
I'm muted. I muted myself. We're looking at a shade over 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And then, yeah, I believe the sessions will be stopping shortly. I don't know if any of you guys have checked out what's been going on in those sessions, but Luca and Ollie, I know, are running like an activities room.
Mm-hmm. Change of angle for Joe.
I know. I've just had my wonderful assistant Alex just reposition my camera there to get a slightly better view.
It's good. We're looking less up your nose, so this is good. And we're getting a lovely shot of the previous year's books in the background there, which is quite nice. So, yeah. What's that one up by your head? Color of Innovation? Color of Innovation.
Yeah, we've got 250 innovative ideas and Color of Innovation over there. 2 very good books.
Beans. What would you do about beans, Toby?
How would I approach beans?
How would you approach beans?
How would I approach beans?
Yeah.
Preferably with toast and a bit of cheese.
Oh, right. Okay. I have mine with a bit of scrambled egg. So
if you're asking me how I would redesign beans,
yes, how would you redesign beans?
I think you've got to go for like a portable, on the go bean stove.
Bean stove.
Who likes cold beans? I've never known anyone eat cold beans. Beans are always warm. Pav, if you tell me right now you eat cold beans, then I have to seriously reconsider this podcast.
I don't eat cold beans. I don't like cold beans. No, 100%. I can't. I'm not a cold bean guy. Can't do that. To the point where also I don't get beans on a jacket potato, which apparently people like. I don't understand that. That doesn't work for me. Beans on a jacket potato.
Exactly. So it's got to be. No, I'd be with you. Cheese. Cheese on everything.
Cheese on everything. Cheese on everything. Yeah, absolutely. But
did we say when we said we were going to do a podcast? Did we say it had to be designed? Can we not just do it on?
We can make it whatever we want. We can talk about food,
just like culinary podcast, like a podcast version of Binging with Bab.
Yeah.
That
it'd be good. It'd be quite good. Just looking at the chat, Gabriella saying Steve's pizza box is looking a little bit like a multi-story car park. I can see that. There you
go. Look, we've got some more in a slightly unfolded state here.
Okay. I like the unfolding. That's quite cool. So Joe's probably making I'm guessing storage, carry, and maybe a place to eat off is what I'm getting with the beans. And that probably links into the whole adaptability side in that. Yeah. I have to say at an early stage that I think Steve might have you beaten on the actual drawing quality.
I mean, in fairness, I didn't know I was going to be drawing anything until about 30 seconds before I came on. So I only had some pens and some paper given to me.
Well, I'm going to put another poll.
Are you blaming the tools, Joe? Are you blaming the tools?
Well, we'll see who wins, and then we'll see. If I need to blame the tools or not.
I'm going to run just another poll for everyone. This one has no bearing on anything. I'm purely curious. So.
Oh, Eujin's appeared.
Oh my goodness, Eujin's appeared.
Don't tell me Eugene. Going to come out with a wild card.
Oh God, he is. How long has Eujin got? How long have we got left?
Eugene's got not very long left. Eujin, how are you?
He's concentrating. He's
focused. He's got to, make that time up.
Ah, okay. I didn't expect this, genuinely. Oh, now Toby's disappeared from the camera. So it's just me.
It's all right. I can still hear you. I was just.
Can still hear. Okay.
Yeah. I've not gone anywhere.
How long is left for everybody? Because the launch is approaching. So
launch is approaching.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a countdown on my phone for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. And then poll to win at the end. Make sure you get Eugene in the poll.
I think if we're doing a poll, guys, we might want to shorten that down to 1 minute.
So 1 minute
to set up the launch.
Sure.
This is tense. This is tense. Eugene says he can't hear anything, so I've just messaged him to say there's 1 minute left, so we'll see if he gets that message.
I've just created a poll.
Joe, Steve's added some colour to his. Are you planning on adding colour to yours, or is it just going to be black and white?
I would if I had any coloured markers, but unfortunately I don't. You'll just have to use your imagination.
Oh, Steve's annotating as well. Oh, and it's MIB branded. If you look closely, Steve's is MIB branded.
I need that little bit more.
Okay, guys, that's it. Stop drawing. That's it, guys. Everybody, stop. Let me just message Eugene to say stop. Really quickly then, Joe, would you like to pitch your idea as quick as you can? You got 30 seconds.
Okay, so my idea is a bean satchel storage device. So this is the outside here, so you can see it's available in easy carry or shoulder strap options. We unfold it. We have the inside. You've got your bean storage over here. We've got a cooking station in the middle there with some, it's a sort of gas flame. You've got your propane storage here.
Okay.
Up top, we've got the cutlery storage, the emergency beans, and a grating station for when you want to add your grated cheese.
Grating station. Okay.
You've also got a foldable plate up here that you fold up, and that's made of silicone, so it's easy to wash. And if we go back out to the outside here, we have
really quickly, Joe. I've got to rush you. Sorry.
The zip access there to get to the emergency beans.
Okay, that's great. Great idea, Joe. If you like Joe's idea, vote for him in the polls. Steve, could you pitch your idea in about 30 seconds?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, as we always say, this needs to be research evidenced, and we've got to have a good background information research here. So I've linked food and fast food, as you identified earlier on in the presentation. And so what I've come up with is a pizza cooking device that is powered by hand turning, that's got a couple of batteries to obviously collect the power that's been generated by the hand turning device. Its adjustability is that you can actually raise and lower the pizza cooking area underneath the grill, and you've got a couple of bolts there to move things up and down. Obviously, it allows you to cook large pizza and small pizza, and a handy carrying handle so that you can actually take it wherever you may want to be in this new desolate world that you now live in.
That's great. Thank you, Steve. Eugene's just finished, and he's given us a thumbs up. So thanks to Eugene. Please vote for who your favorite is now. I'm going to call it in like 20 seconds. So here we go. It seems like there is an overwhelming. I would say pretty close actually, but Steve has taken it for this one. Well done, Steve.
Well done, Steve.
Well done. I just want to thank Joe for taking part at the last minute. You really came through. We do appreciate you. Thank you very much, Joe.
No problem.
Well done, and I know Eugene cannot hear us, but big hand to Eugene. I know we can't really see his design. I can read a direct line to Paul Joss, so maybe like a watch or something, but that's it. We're going to have to call it now, guys. Brand launch is imminent. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you like the brand.
Thank you.
Thank you.